And we welcome you back. The Blazers and Thunder on Fan Night, tipping around 8:10 Eastern Time here on NBA TV. It's going to be called by the OKC broadcast team of Brian Davis and Grant Long, the 15-year NBA veteran. And Grant joins us now. Happy New Year to you, big fella.
Thanks. I'm glad you got that right, Ernie. 15 big years in the big leagues.
I wasn't gonna mess that up. Hey, when we look at your team and things are going great aside from the Russell Westbrook situation, how much concern is there out there long term on his health?
I don't think there's a large concern, a huge concern, because they understand he's going to be back after the All-Star break, sometime after the All-Star break. And remember, they had a spell without Russell Westbrook last year during the playoffs and at the beginning of the season as well. And I think they're more than equipped to continue to play without him. Obviously, he makes them a much better ball club, and you don't want to go into the postseason without Westbrook if you don't have to. But certainly throughout the regular season, I think they're more than ready and more than adequate to face on the NBA opponents the rest of the way.
Well, Grant, Rick Fox here. I do believe it'll be a happy new year for the OKC Thunder as they move towards the playoffs. But I'm more impressed with their defense as of late. Without Russell Westbrook, they've shut down the last two teams, held them to 37% shooting. What has the turnaround been in regards to the defensive end of the floor?
Well, I think they're collectively, they understand that they have to do it as a unit. Kevin Durant came out and said something right after Russell Westbrook was going to be sidelined. He said he was going to lean on his teammates more so now than ever before, and I think he means that on both ends of the floor. Defensively, they have to rally together as a unit on the floor, not rely on one individual to shut down the opponent's main guy. They are one of the better defensive teams in the league, and I say that because the Houston Rockets came in here just the other day, and I thought Houston was going to come in and have a really good game defensively with Dwight Howard manning the middle. But they have individual defensive players that can get it done on a night-to-night basis, but I don't think that they've arrived yet as a unit where they can shut teams down like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I think that's what gives this Thunderball club the advantage, because they have a unit of players that believe in the system and understand how to play defense as a team, and I think that's where they're going to have the advantage.
Hey, Grant, a lot of talk 2 years ago when James Harden left. Kevin Martin comes in. You're not hearing the same kind of conversation nowadays because of just how well Jeremy Lamb and Reggie Jackson have played. Talk about their maturation process and what they're going to mean as we look toward the postseason.
Well, Greg, you know this, and Rick, you know the same thing, that the more time you get on the floor during a real game, the better you're going to become. That experience in itself is invaluable. You can practice all you want to, and you can practice with the starting unit, but until you get on the floor in real game-type conditions, that's where you're going to actually learn and get better. And I think Reggie Jackson got a chance to do that when Russell Westbrook went out during the playoffs last year. He was kind of thrown into the fire to lead the ball club, and he played well. And then Jeremy Lamb this year had a chance to get a good workout in throughout the summer, and I think his confidence continued to rise. And this guy's a born shooter. I don't think I've ever seen a guy that shoots the ball from the three-point line as effortlessly as he does. Until I've seen Ray Allen. But this guy kind of puts me in the same frame of mind as a Ray Allen because he shoots the ball so deep, so easily. And the work that he's put in, he continues to work on his shooting. Scott Brooks had a conversation with him earlier this season and told he and Reggie Jackson, stop being so indecisive on the offensive end of the floor. If you have a shot, take it. Your teammates are encouraging you to shoot it. As a coach, I'm telling you, we want you to shoot those shots. And I think these two guys have blossomed ever since that conversation with Scott Brooks.
Grant, you see these guys on a night-in, night-out basis. You've seen 30 games so far, 25 of those wins. Honestly, though, I mean, step back for a second and tell me what an area of concern is with this team in your mind.
Well, I think they're playing some of their best basketball, and this team always says they're not the team now that they're going to be come April, and I think that's a true statement. But they are playing some of the best basketball, and the concern for me would be whether or not they would be able to sustain this level of play the rest of the regular season and then go into the playoffs with this level of play. You ask me, I wish the playoffs were starting right now because I just don't see a team that's playing as well as they are right now.
Grant Long, always good talking to you. We look forward to the call tonight here on Fan Night on NBA TV. And again, Happy New Year, kid.
Thanks, guys.